Why is there a library in Crozet?
Yeah.
All right, well, I think basically they needed a library to serve western Albemarle County. And since this is a designated growth area, the library is even more important to Crozet now. But you know, if the only library was in Charlottesville, that's hard for people who live out, you know, in Whitehall to make their way to the library. So, and I know the library's been here for a long time.
If you don't go, you'll never shine if you don't glow.
The Crozet Library first opened its doors on May 6, 1964. So far, it has been through 3 different buildings, and this summer will be moving to a 4th and larger one.
So the new library for Crozet is going to be, we're going to start building it July. Hopefully, there's going to be a groundbreaking in July. And we've worked on this for probably about 10 years now to get the funding for this library, to get the land, to get the rights to do all of this stuff. It's been a huge endeavor, but actually this library has historically never had enough space. From the moment the libraries in Crozet have been opened, we have actual articles in these bookcases behind me dating back to like 1920 saying the library does not have space, it needs a new building. They'll move the library to another building. They'll say we don't have space, we need a new building. We've been in this building for over 20 years and constantly we've been saying we don't have space, we need a new building. This community is growing and they deserve a spot that is big enough to accommodate everything that we can give them. We can't provide the services that Crozet and Western Albemarle deserves now. We can only have 50 people in this building at a time, which means we can't hold large programs. We only have 4 computers for our patrons to use, and we have 1 room in the back that is also our meeting room, that is our boss's office, that is our lunch room, that is also our work room for projects. So it's about time we have a new library where we can get more materials, more computers, and we can offer a community space for everybody to gather.
Currently inhabiting the Crozet Railroad Depot, a restored building from 1923, the library is severely lacking in space. This back room stores all kinds of projects as well as broken books. Despite its small size, the Crozet Library is currently the 4th busiest library in the Jefferson-Madison Regional Library System and circulates about 10,000 items a month. Perhaps the most unique thing about the Crozet Library is its small staff of only 5 librarians, only 3 of whom work full-time. Because of this, it relies heavily on volunteers from the community, helping to nurture a love of books for the area's youth.
So, in regards to numbers involved with the new library, we are moving from a 1,700 square foot building to about an 18,000 square foot building. Which is huge, especially if you think in terms of how big your house is. We finally got the money from the county to go ahead and build a new library, and it'll be $5.8 million to build it, and that is going to be mostly taxpayer money, which is why we have libraries that are free and offer free and equal access to everybody, is because you live here, you pay taxes, and these are the services you get. However, that $5.8 million only covers the actual building and some of the stuff inside. All furnishings and books for the new library have to be fundraised by the community, and that's going to be $1.6 million that we have to fundraise, which is our next project right now. So hopefully if anybody wants to help out with that process, we are looking for any avenues that we can raise money for, because it's a lot, but it's also fun to have the community's input and how the library will look.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her